Hey, what's up? I hope you're having a great day, and today we're gonna be checking out some brand new PRS guitars.
Yes, again.
But I gotta admit it, this time I feel like these guitars might not be everybody's cup of tea. Let's go find out together why. I'm Jorge Lanzas, and now we break it down, baby. Alright, my friend, thank you so much for being here once again in another video, and as usual, remember to like, subscribe, and do all those cool little things that we like to do on YouTube so that you and I can stay in touch with each other. Alright, my friend, another week where PRS is dropping brand new guitars. And I know that I praised them in the past for like capturing the attention of the market every couple weeks. Literally, I feel like an average PRS drops new guitars or like new finishes.
Something interesting.
Maybe every 3 weeks, and that is a lot. Honestly, I was trying to look for some other kind of guitars that I can show you today that were brand new and like exciting, but I couldn't really find anything. There's a couple cool guitars like by Jackson, some relaunches from like old finishes by Gibson, but you know, $8,000, $9,000. And you know, at this point in my life, I'm in the mentality that if something costs like, I don't know, 6 months of rent for like a lot of people, or like even like a whole year's of salary for another people, I just stopped not really considering that guitar part of what I want because I want tools. I'm just talking too much. Let's stop the talking, get to the rocking, and check some guitars.
Which is what we came here to do.
So here we are on my computer, my friend. Let's go straight up to the PRSguitars.com website. Ram pam pam. And as you can see, they didn't even get like the main banner. They got a modest little spot right here on the first page.
Let's go check them out.
Ooh. Well, it's not really that bad. It's looking a lot better than I thought originally. I love that they went for semi-hollow. That I didn't know yet. But that's great, and of course my favorite switching system. But definitely what captures my attention is that we're having an HSH configuration in these guitars on a 22 fret neck. Is it semi-hollow like special that has that same configuration? And in this case, because now the S2 has the American pickups, we have 5815 LTs and a neurofield in the center, exactly like the semi-hollow special, which is, I don't know, like an $8,000 guitar, like $7,000. I'm sure Jorge didn't drop the ball and put it right here on the screen right now. Give it up for Jorge, guys. He works hard. He edits these videos very, very, very late at night. Just to tell you that I'm shooting this at 11:57 p.m. and he's gonna edit it after. Show him some love. Come on. Anyway, back to the video. Looking pretty good. Let's go to the next picture. I don't know why, but in my screen, these strings look shot. Like all rusty, and even like right here, I don't know what is it about it. I wonder if they applied like some kind of aging just to like match the reclaimed wood kind of scenario over here, but I don't know. I might be going crazy, but that's exactly what I see. Let me know if you see it the same way in your screen. But this looks like raw as raw could be, right? Everything about it, except the fact that the edges are pretty nicely contoured. And then I keep going to it like, aren't those strings like rusty? Is it me or are they rusty? Oof, one of my favorite pictures every time we come to the PRS website. I love where the two woods meet. This is a very nice looking wood. That little zebra pattern is nice, and I know for a fact, I mean, just by knowing woods and how guitars look, the zebra pattern right here, probably when you move the guitar, it moves with you. Or maybe it doesn't because this is like a satin kind of paint job. And a lot of the movement that we get in guitars, we get it basically because the plasticizer and the paint gives it a little bit of depth. Almost like what they used to do like in old oil paintings, you know, at the end they put a little bit of varnish on it. That, yeah, it clouded the image a little bit, but it gave it a little bit more depth as well. Same principle, but whatever, let's not talk about paintings. Overall, this guitar is looking sweet. I love the lampshade knobs. I love this little switch tip. Maybe I'm not the biggest tremolo player. I would have liked that maybe with like a fixed bridge so I can like drop tune every time I want to. Even if you are like playing with the semi-hollow, there's many reasons to drop tune, not just to play metal, right? Next picture. Love that shot of the F-hole and where you can see all the imperfections of the nature of the woods, which are actually reclaimed. There are the birds. They're looking good. At least they are properly cut. I want to say that the more I check out the PRS guitars, the more I notice these little details. For example, like in a PRS SE, you do have the birds and they are the same birds, technically, but the edges are not as perfection as you can see them right here. But then in the S2, they're not as flashy as they would be in the core version. So that's interesting to see for me. Nice. I love the signature, just looks perfect in black because it just like harmonizes just perfectly with all the accents. Nice. This looks like some sort of like an exotic mahogany, and then you have a little bit of like figuring here. Nice. Look at where the body meets the neck. They didn't match the woods, you know, because they're reclaimed, I assume. Sick. I love that. Let's read a little bit of this. Tell a new story. It's impossible to fool a good guitar player. Everyone who has a guitar made from these woods sees them as legitimate tools for serious players, not as a gimmick. Michael Reed, PRS Guitars Senior Wood Buyer. This is a 700 limited edition pieces. Of course, each and every single one special and different. As you can see, I love this picture. And this is where you need to go to like a website that has like pictures of them, right? Because you need to know exactly what you're getting. Look how vastly different they are. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And while you're there, remember to like, subscribe, and do all those cool little things that we like to do on YouTube. And enjoy this little bossa nova, my friend. I hope your day keeps getting better and better and better. My favorite is definitely this one with like the zebra pattern. It just looks so great to me. Okay, and now let's go to the important part that I wanted to get to. The woods featured in this model include Peroba Rosa top, which is like a dark Brazilian kind of wood, Cuban mahogany necks, and Guaribu fretboards. Peroba Rosa typically used in siding in Brazil. Then they talk to you a little bit about the woods, and then they say that they're unique because they're all reclaimed and very, very, very cool detail. Some of these woods came from the woods that the trees blown down in Hurricane Maria in 2017 in Puerto Rico. That's awesome. Okay, and everything else is just like a regular PRS with the PRS patented tremolo, with the phase 3 locking tuners and the wing buttons and the humbucker, neurofield and humbucker configuration that we talked about. 5815 LTs and the neurofields, of course. And I want to say that Guaribu Preto looks like very nice because it's like super dark and saturated, right? Let's go see. Ooh, satin nitro. They're using nitro pretty much on all the American-made guitars now, huh? I don't know if that's good or bad, but at least it tells me that they are listening to the customer, because I know that a lot of guitar players have like this romanticism around nitro, right? Wow, 12 different tones. Yeah, what a monster. This is where I feel sad now, because this is where we usually would see all the different colors. And today we have one color, natural. But that doesn't mean that the fun needs to stop. We can go to the sweetwater.com website and check out what's going on with the individual guitars. I guess we're too early for the show and we still don't have pictures of individual guitars. We still have the same one they were using on their website. So there's no new information that we can get. I basically wanted to see how dark were like an average those fretboards, because I feel like that's something important for most guitar players, the saturation and darkness of the fretboards. Honestly, I summed myself to that board because I really like my fretboards to usually generally
Be dark.
But on that note, my friend, let's go get a few conclusions. Alright, my friends, so there you have it, the PRS S2 semi-hollow reclaimed limited edition guitars. I don't know, you know, they might not be everybody's cup of tea. I, for one, don't really like natural guitars. The more guitars I own and the more guitars I've had and the more guitars I've seen in my life, the more I notice that I really like colorful guitars, metallic guitars, like a proper kid from the 80s. I don't know, I just feel like guitars are like such a nice thing to have that I love to see it shining. And maybe in like the spectrum of like crazy metallics and like sparkles and like smears, like the James Tyler guitars. Like natural, probably as far as I would go natural is like tobacco sunburst or like, I don't know, any kind of those like translucent sunbursts. But that's enough about me, my friend. This video has been long enough already. And if you stayed till the very end, let me know in the comment section down below by typing old wood so that we can make a little bit of fun about that. But other than that, let me know your thoughts about these guitars in the comment section down below. And while you're there, remember to like, subscribe. If you can financially support me, smash that super thanks button. And thank you so much. And if you have some more time to watch another video, go watch this one right here, my friend, and I'll be waiting for you. Alright, see you later.